it goes to the same lengths of like meta deconstruction type stuff, which is good. It kind of needed to be that franchise, but
Evangelion.
Correct.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But it just like, you know how in the last hour or whatever of End of Evangelion, how Gendo's lackey dude, Fuyutsuki or whatever,
Yeah.
how he is just like spewing garbage from his mouth. That
Yes, just Evangelion jargon.
He's just like spewing the most unintelligible garbage from his mouth, and it's just like, okay, well, I'm just being exposed. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing but expository dialogue, and it still doesn't make any sense, and I'm not following. Like,
Yeah. The Chamber of Goth is open.
Yes.
Is he
Yeah,
is he the one that's a pedophile?
What are you meaning?
In Evangelion, End of Evangelion, maybe? When the goop happens and one of them gets fucking attacked by a fake Misato and the other just like an army of Rei?
Oh, no, that's one of the,
There's a dude.
one of the computer guys. He's the one that yells, "Soon single-cell entities won't be able to maintain their separate forms!"
Yeah, is that not who Tim was talking about?
No,
It's the
not
only
him.
thing I know
I
about
mean,
him.
that's basically his entire character is just like spewing garbage as well, but
Mhm.
Fuyutsuki is like the old guy who's like Gendo's underling.
Yeah.
And the entire
Ah.
end of Evangelion, he's like, the gates of Golgotha are open, and now the giant booby Ray gets to. No, but that would make too much sense if he just said that.
Exactly. He's
I
actually
fucking
describing what's
hate
happening.
when that happens to me. What with the giant booby Ray
My
and
favorite
the gates.
line in that, which makes no sense, is just that the beginning and the end of the world is now complete, or something like that. And it's like after Shinji gets sucked into giant naked Ray's forehead, and you're just like, what is happening?
So like, so a lot of imagery is shared from End of Evangelion in this one. Like, they definitely are, maybe paying homage without going the same way.
Yeah.
But when you watch it, I am interested in your reaction to the giant Ray head that pops out in this one, because
It's gotta be a giant Ray head. It wouldn't be Evangelion.
I could not believe how awful it looked.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it. It's probably some weird purposeful decision that I don't understand, but it's like CG or something. It looks horrendous.
Yeah.
Evangelion?
Which was one. That was one of the main things End of Evangelion had going for it, was just its insane, like, hand-drawn visuals.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd agree with that. And everything that's hand-drawn in this still looks outstanding.
Right.
But I think all the Evangelion fights look kind of like shit, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they're all CG. But I'm just kind of used to that at this point.
Yeah, at least they, I guess, set that unfortunate precedent in the first one.
Right.
Back in fucking 2008.
Yup.
There are too many fucking Evangelion. I thought it was supposed to fucking end.
It is, finally.
This is, by all accounts, the end, but, I'm sure they'll milk it at some point later, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'm sure this is the last Anno is going to have to deal with it, at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that doesn't mean Gynax is done.
Oh, no. Well, Gynax is dead.
doesn't exist, yeah.
Yeah, Gynax is dead. Studio Kara might still try and
Gynax
make
is dead?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been dead since, like, 08 or something. Well,
How did
no,
I
that's
not
when
know
Grim
this?
died.
Yeah, they made, like, some fucking cell phone commercial, and that's, like, the last I remember seeing anything from them.
Basically, like, the guys at, like, the tip-top corporate level just, like, bounced with a shitload of money and destroyed the entire company.
That's why Anno has spent, like, his entire second half of his career trying to, like, get his former friends, and, well, not former friends, but, like, former co-workers employed.
Well, that and I mean, like when Gainax exploded, like every animator went on to found like the most influential animation companies that exist currently, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
that's where what's it called? What's the big one right now that's just like shitting out a ton?
Oh, Mappa.
Mappa, yeah.
Yeah,
Mappa
they're
came.
like dominating
fuck
the
is a Mappa?
2021 season.
Yeah, it's kind of
Still haven't done anything better than Sakamichi.
it's like the Mappa of Sakamichi is like no more. It's
yeah.
crazy. It's like Sakamichi was like one of their 4 pretty good, cool anime that they made. Now they make like 50 anime a year.
Yeah. I mean, they basically, I don't know if they got forced, but it sounds like they kind of just forced themselves into a juggernaut. Like,
Yeah. They're like, you know what? We're just going to do. Like, originally, Mappa was an ex Gainax guy who was just like, I want to take on projects that I think sound really cool and have the potential for a lot of cool animation. So that was stuff like Sakamichi. And then basically, the company, like, executives started being like, you know what? People eat up a bunch of garbage anime, so we're just gonna like keep on making stuff. And then the guy who founded the company just left and founded another animation studio. Like, this is just the arc.
yeah. Oh shit, Mappa. Okay, so I'm looking it up now. So Mappa was originally founded by Masao Maruyama, who originally also founded Madhouse.
Correct. Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, you know what? It might have been when Madhouse exploded, which also happened.
Which did also happen.
So we are working on something. What do you want to do, Owen?
I just need Dragon Knight Core or whatever it is.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's just do that.
I need like 8 of them to complete the armor set that I'm working on, and some dusty bones, aka a rogue skeleton.
Okay, so didn't we set you up with a sub quest that would get you those if we just did things in the sandy
Yes, that's
plains?
right. Let me check that real quick.
So we could just do 2 sandy plains hunts, I think.
Yeah, that's right. I get the eroded skeletons I need from that. So
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
okay.
Oh, do you like my disaster, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan
likes
does. At least. Yeah.
Jordan does like it. Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy whatever it is we're talking about.
Disgraceful.
Jordan.
Why do you lick so much? I think cats licked people until.
Chris, you should check out my status by going to player list Ballant to see how absurd this armor is and what you can do in this game.
Okay, well, I'm seeing you're rocking 40% affinity. And oh my god! It just kept going.
Like, I thought, like I just plugged the skills I wanted into a set creator, and it came up with like just a million options to make like this kind of set. Like, that's just the new Monster Hunter. If you want max crit eye, latent power, thunder attack, crit boost, crit element, stun resist, you can have it. We'll just give it to you.
You can have it right here.
And still be able to gem on evade extender. So can we
Really?
fight something that's weak to thunder?
The game, which shall remain unnamed, did some shit.
Tim,
So-
you're kidding.
What?
Every year, like up until about 2017, Mappa only came out with about 2 or 3 shows a year.
Yeah.
And then 2017, they came out with like 6. 2018, they only made 2, but then 2019, it exploded. And then 2020, they made like a million things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically, they're the ones who are doing the final season of Attack on Titan because Wit Studio was basically like, we just don't have the manpower to put this out quick enough. And I was like, we do. Gimme.
Apple was like, we can outsource this to underpaid Koreans.
I was gonna say we've got underpaid and overworked animators who will do this for us.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot they made Dororo.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, which is
that's a mappa too.
Nuts.
Yeah, and they're making the fucking Chainsaw Man anime too.
Yeah, and that also looks insane.
Like, yeah,
visually.
Oh yeah, so let's put up something in the plains.
That time I thought Owen recommended Chainsaw Man to me.
Was it real?
I don't think it was. Owen, you never recommended Chainsaw Man to me when I was talking about getting into comics and manga.
I don't think I did. I may have mentioned that was like the really popular one at the time, but because that's like, I think that's the best-selling new manga out right now.
Maybe
that certainly sounds good.
Yeah, maybe that was what you said, and if that's what happened.
Yeah.
I was telling Chris, everything I've read about it makes it look literally like Tokyo Ghoul, but like somehow 5 times edgier.
Yeah.
And then I removed it from my purchase list.
The plot is just Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, pretty much. Except with demons. Or devils, or whatever they're called.
And Chainsaw Man is a chainsaw helmet, right?
You say that again?
Chainsaw Man is a chainsaw helmet, right?
No, his like head is a chainsaw mouth and also a chainsaw.
He has 2 chainsaws on his arms and a chainsaw on his head. And
it seems unnecessary.
He's possessed by like a cute little guy with a chainsaw nose. But like
Chainsaw Man is the one with the fan art of the woman in like the button-down shirt, right?
Yes.
That's all I know about it.
She's everyone's favorite step-on-me character.
I see drawings of her a lot, don't know anything about her. They're generally tasteful when I see it, and I'm like, okay, this isn't gross yet.
Yeah.
I know, I was just reading some shit about that manga, and I'm like, this is just disgusting, man. Like, why do people eat this shit up? There's like a scene where one of the main girls goes to make out with the main guy, and instead she barfs into his throat.
Yeah.
Why? Who?
I'm like, who would do? What are these? What
is this scene supposed to convey?
That's the kind of things that like the people who have read the manga are like. That's the only comment I saw. Yeah, that's the only comment I saw on all of the trailer videos was like, can't wait for the kiss scene. Like, great. So you want to watch somebody barf in someone's throat in 4K?
Oh, so that's the thing you're looking forward to about this shonen anime adaptation.
We need to send weebs to prison. Like, first we need to reform the criminal justice system, and then we need to send them all to prison anyway.
Make anime the new drugs.
All prison except for weebs.
Ronald Reagan's war on anime.
And which are you?
Am I supposed to be picking? Sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out what you want to do.
I was just gonna say, let's do the plains one so we can just knock the eroded skeletons out of the way.
Yeah, so pick like a key quest or something that has it's in the plains.
Okay, sorry, I should have been looking at that.
That's okay.
Cool. Blasted Basarios is in the sandy plains.
I've been scrolling the Monster Hunter subreddit for the past 10 minutes trying to find a post about armor skills that I saw. It's gone forever. It was basically just like, I mean, I fucking hate all of the stupid memes that are just like Rage comics, but in 2020 for some reason.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Used ironically, but what?
Yeah, but I did see one of them that was like New World Hunter like complaining about not being able to get every skill they ever want on their armor, and then it's just like Old World Hunter. Oh, you could get 5 levels of divine protection now.
Yeah. um, yeah, it's pretty obscene. Okay, I'm trying to figure out my low rank weapon that I need to switch to. Is rare 4 low rank, or is that high rank already?
I think 4. I mean, 4 is pretty like middle of the two anyway, so I don't think it matters.
Okay. What do I have in here?
Speaking of comics, Chris, how goes your adventure into comics?
I took a bit of a pause because my 1 week free trial of Marvel Unlimited ran out, but I'm gonna get back to it. I'm currently reading the recent West Coast Avengers run because I just adore the Hawkeyes, so I just ate up all of their shit.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty gross.
Yeah. And I cannot wait to finally be the douchebag who watches the Hawkeye Disney Plus show and complains about how bad an interpretation it is.
Luckily I've never been that douchebag.
I'm sure it will be absolutely nothing like the comics.
Yes.
I mean, the biggest problem is just that Jeremy Renner exists.
Yeah.
You don't like him generally, or what?
I don't... Jeremy Renner's a weird fucking guy, and also I don't think he's a good actor.
No,
He's definitely not a good Hawkeye.
I think Jeremy Renner like tried to make his own cameo.
He
did,
made his
yes.
own social media app, and then someone pretended to be him because there was like no background checks or anything, or email verification, or just nothing. So people just pretended to be him and just made fun of him in the comments.
And that's exactly what that should have been.
yeah.
Like
Jeremy Renner seems like the guy, like, he just seems like he's Jeremy Renner in every movie.
Mhm.
And you're just kind of like, oh, you're here.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, he just kind of gets dumped in every established franchise. They're like, oh, Matt Damon doesn't want to do Bourne Identity. Here you go, Jeremy Renner. Or we need someone else to be in Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible movies. Here you go, Jeremy Renner. Like,
And
Yeah, I
then in
kinda
Age of
wonder-
Ultron, they were just like, he has a family now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the main guy for some reason in this one.
Only thing that made
Yeah.
it interesting, unfortunately.
I feel like Jeremy Renner must have just got typecast as like military guy after, was it the Hurt Locker? Like he's just like
Yeah.
a military guy in everything after that.
mhm.
And that was like the first thing anyone knew him from.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a bad actor per se, but I definitely don't like him as Hawkeye specifically.
I mean, I would definitely agree with that because I knew just like I read like the first 5 issues of the Fraction run when Avengers came out, basically because my sister was subscribed to it, and I was just like, this is not the same guy.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, this is where I will complain a little bit about, like, comic accuracy, but, like, Hawkeye in the comics is usually a goofball.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Like, and
He's extremely serious in the movies, and it has never worked.
And, like, he cares very dearly about all of his friends and teammates. And, like, does he, like, I guess he kind of has a few conversations with Black Widow in the movies.
Yeah. She seems to be like the only one that he has like a deeper connection with out of the Avengers. Everyone else is just kind of like, oh yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has no relationship with anyone, and it's just like it absolutely weighs down his entire character.
Sorry, I fell down a hole and it took me a very long time to get out of.
And they,
It happens.
In the Sandy Plains?
also,
What was
like,
that?
I will...
Oh, he's asleep.
Oh, that was the
Why?
weirdest sleep of all time.
Who done it?
Not me.
It might be my dog.
Mustard.
My dog. Also,
For a
they-
second, Chris, I saw your call out and I was like, do you have to fucking roll? Very confused.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Okay.
Hey, I'm here. I won't attack because I see it sleeping.
Also, they tried to do the Ronin thing in Endgame, and it was so fucking poorly done.
It was like they stopped like immediately with it.
Yeah,
too.
they were just like, and Hawkeye's killing people. What, you want him to stop? He's done.
Yeah.
Hawkeye killing people? No, that didn't happen.
He's like, okay, never mind.
I just wanted to kill some Japanese and Mexican people for
Japanese
no
guy.
reason.
Because we wanted to film a scene in Japan that lasts a minute and a half.
Yeah.
People think the Russo brothers are good at this because of exactly one movie. Winter Soldier's pretty good.
Yeah, Winter Soldier's good.
Yeah.
Still not seen that one. Wow, I'm surprised Owen has seen it.
Yes.
Was that in the time where you watched any Marvel?
Yes, it was not in the theater though. I watched it. We hung out at Mino's house one time and watched Guardians of the Galaxy and Winter Soldier.
Okay.
The better Marvel movies.
Yeah. And those were pretty much the last time I really watched Marvel movies.
Two very
Except
totally
Black
different-
Panther. I saw Black Panther.
Yeah.
Also good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Winter Soldier is good, and then you're like, wait, like, this movie only exists because the Pentagon shovels millions and millions of dollars at Marvel.
Yes.
So
They need to
every
show
single
the
comment
military in a
about the
positive
surveillance
way.
state they made is just...
I'm still saying The Dark Knight's a better commentary on the surveillance state.
Yeah. Dark Knight's best superhero movie ever made.
I mean, I'd agree with that. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't at this point, but
I mean, it is the only superhero movie in the vault at the Library of Congress.
well, that's neat.
Deemed culturally and aesthetically important.
I mean, like, I feel like it's probably inevitable that the Avengers gets there on cultural importance.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure both an Endgame, if nothing else.
And
Yeah,
Black
they're probably going to
Panther-
choose,
Yeah.
like, one and maybe and Black Panther.
I
What if they
think,
pick Thor 2, The Dark World?
I think Black Panther is definitely the most culturally significant Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of just sheer representation of like a community that has never been represented that way ever before.
Yeah.
Good. Like, I know there's a lot of, self-gratifying kind of stuff with like Wonder Woman, like the first time women have ever been in film. But like,
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
But,
Slow
like,
your roll.
with Black Panther, it was like that was really legit. That was like
Yeah.
actually, I could
Oh
see
no.
what just happened.
I tried to
Oh, they were
swap,
both
but
writable,
Jordan got on
and-
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know this one was writable. I just attacked it, and
Yeah, that's weird. I also didn't think it was writable, which was why I was trying to do the swap.
yeah.
The first time Gal Gadot has ever defended Israel's military live in theaters.
This is can
Time
this
she thought she's saying imagine during the pandemic and thought that was going to cure COVID.
like
Culturally and aesthetically significant.
Yeah.
I definitely like don't want to bash Gal Gadot because I think enough of that has happened, but she's
Yes.
not a good actress. I don't think
Is
at all.
she not? I don't think I've ever seen anything with her.
No, I
You've
don't
never
think
seen
I
Wonder
would.
Woman?
I don't think I've seen a single DC film that are not the first two Batman movies by Christopher Nolan.
I mean, you are not missing anything.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely
Shazam is
watch
pretty fun.
Shazam is good.
And
You were missing Shazam.
and
The
Birds
recent
of
Suicide
Prey
Squad was fun.
and the new Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard good things about Birds of Prey, and me and my brother watched the new Suicide Squad, and that was solid.
I definitely cannot bring myself to watch that film.
Yeah.
Fair.
I feel like
Oh,
how
Tim.
similar is it to Guardians because James Gunn?
Oh, yeah.
Similar
Forgot.
tone in a sense, but it is a noticeably different film. It is exceptionally violent, and
Yeah, is that rated
Um,
R?
yes, it is extreme. Like I will say that if you do decide to watch it, which I definitely recommend, it is excessively violent for a large portion of the movie.
That
Yeah.
might turn me off because I just finished season 2 of Daredevil, and I'm like, it's just like, come on, guys, we get
Yeah.
it. It's the gritty one.
Well, this one isn't gritty. It is exceptionally violent, but it has no grit.
But does it have gritty in it?
If gritty is in it,
unfortunately
I will
not.
watch it. Fuck.
If Gritty is in it and voiced by Sylvester Stallone, I will watch it.
No, shockingly, Gritty is not in this movie.
Unlike
figured it would
most
be-
people.
Yeah, I figured there'd be one superhero movie with Gritty in it. It would be this one, but
Hi, I'm Gritty,
No.
the mascot. You may know me from Philadelphia. That doesn't take place in this film. I hope you enjoy it nonetheless.
Because it was not directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Idris Elba as Knuckles, though.
Yeah,
I can dig
that's
that.
strange.
I'm down.
I could absolutely dig that.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, if they didn't choose a black actor for Knuckles, that would have just been a disgrace.
Yeah.
Because Knuckles has just always... I mean,
He's black coded. Like,
he absolutely is. And like, in a good way, kind of? Like,
Yeah.
in terms of representation?
he's the
And
hip hop
also,
character.
like, and also, all
yeah.
of his tracks in Sonic Adventure 2 were rap. Like,
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, Travis Willingham.
He is absolutely the Piccolo of Sonic.
yes.
And so much so that, like, I think he might actually just be the Piccolo of Sonic. Like, they may have just copped Piccolo's whole
Oh.
thing.
Absolutely. It's the same formula. It started off as a bad guy, becomes, like turns into anti-hero / like,
Yeah.
hesitant ally, and then just straight up becomes a normal good guy by the end of it.
And Shadow is obviously Vegeta, and Sonic is obviously Goku.
I mean, that's like the only way Japan knew how to write a black character for about 40 years.
Or just be overtly racist about it.
Yes, yeah, those are the two options. Either they are not black or they are so black it's racist.
They're either Piccolo or they're Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is Mr. Popo human?
Is Mr. Popo a problem?
They really never get into it. At least in Dragon Ball Z, they may say something in Dragon Ball because Goku visits the lookout quite a few times, but I don't think they ever really delve into the lore of Mr. Popo.
I mean, fair.
I forgot to tell you, Tim. I think it came out in 2019, but I just discovered it on YouTube. But they had this really cool documentary about the making of Batman the Animated Series,
Oh, yeah?
and like how it came to be, and like how they were able to get all the people who worked on it and whatnot. And they have a cool little section about Shirley Walker.
Okay. It was made in 2019?
Yeah, I think
Huh.
it was like coming up on the 30th anniversary or something.
Okay.
I think it was 2019. I'll have to double check. Yeah, remind me to send that to you because I watched it and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, maybe it was the 25th anniversary. 1994? That could have been.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I do think that once I finish up my current Marvel movie and TV show binge, my gateway into DC will be the animated shows.
Yes.
Yeah,
Justice League, Superman, Batman, they have all been like exceptionally well regarded.
Yeah.
I thought about going back and watching those at some point.
Teen Titans.
At least the ones
Because-
from those ones from back in the day are good. But like,
Yeah.
I'm glad they keep on putting out animated content, but I don't think it's nearly like the quality that it used to be.
Yeah. Some of the animated movies have been pretty good,
Yeah.
but I'm biased like 100%, and so any movie that Kevin Conroy does not voice Batman, I don't watch.
I know they're
Not a
making
good way to go about it, but
they're making a animated film. I think it's just 2 of them of The Long Halloween, and I kind of meant to watch that because I've always
Ooh.
been a really good
yeah.
comic.
Well, and isn't that The Dark Knight is heavily
Yeah.
based on that, right?
Oh,
Yeah, because that goes into Two-Face's past.
Right. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, as long as I will watch it if Kevin Conroy is Batman. That's my requirement.
I'm pretty sure he is. I think the first one has come out, and
Okay,
it's definitely Kevin Conroy.
good. Because he is my Batman.
Mm. Um,
I'm still holding on to Michael Keaton.
not Adam West.
No. Even though I did enjoy
He's
the
dead.
Batman movie.
He would be my Batman if he was still breathing, but sometimes you just have to move on.
Well, and remember they made like an
Brutal.
animated, like as of 2019, they made like an animated Adam West Batman movie,
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
which apparently was like pretty well regarded. Like
People
enjoyed
liked it.
I mean, I remember that was coming out when we all lived together because Jordan was excited about it.
Watch
Okay,
it, and
so
now that I think about it, I need to, because I hate to. I have to acknowledge that probably in my heart, my favorite Batman movie is still the 1960s Batman movie.
Some days you just can't get rid of a
I have to get
bomb.
rid of a bomb.
Yeah, I'm glad all three of us went to the same.
Yeah, no, that movie is great. The point where they figure out that Catwoman is involved in the plan because they were attacked on the ocean.
Yeah.
Because an ocean is like a sea, and C stands for Catwoman.
Is that legitimately exactly?
That is the logic they used to figure out that Catwoman was involved.
B is for cat.
Very good.
Has anyone
Not a joke.
ever indulged in the Court of Owls Batman run?
I've read the comic, or the first comic, and it's decent. It's
Okay.
perfectly fine comics.
The comic, but I have seen the animated movies.
Oh, they made movies based off that run too.
Mhm.
Okay, because the new Batman game from Warner is apparently about it, or is based on
Oh,
it.
okay. That's a pretty highly regarded run, I think, right?
Yes, it is.
That's
and
why I was
definitely
asking Duncan Jordan, because
Duncan, yep.
I respect his opinion on comics.
I can definitely say that I enjoyed the first 6 issues, but I've never been a Batman comic guy, and so
Yeah.
But I think if you're interested in it, I would definitely say pick up those first 6. I'm sure you can find the book for I'm sure you can find it somewhere for pretty cheap.
Go to Half Price Books. They have.
Yeah,
We got the Court of Owls in all the time.
yeah.
I
I wouldn't doubt
Half
that.
Price Books to me even is.
But
yeah, I would say if
there are none in downtown Chicago. That's for sure.
6 miles away in Niles.
Niles. Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, but the first trade would be probably worth reading. And
Yeah, I stopped myself from buying comics because I was quickly this could become a problem financially.
Yeah.
Yes. But at least now you can buy them in graphic novel form. Because people would spend so much money on just the regular staple bound comics, and I'd always be like, why?
Just their thing. I mean, it's kind of like trading cards at that point.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, even manga volumes though, those things have 10 chapters in them, maybe.
Yeah, and it takes you a total of an hour to read one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I started doing some of the digital stuff, because I was able to get the entire Hawkeye omnibus that I was looking at for $5 to read on my iPad instead of fucking 60.
Or exactly. Yeah. Or even $30 at Half Price Books.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I like physical books and stuff, and I like having a physical collection, but also.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other issue with those, is that those omnibuy take up so much fucking space on the
They
shelf.
do. Yeah, that one's kind of a shorter one, and it's almost 600 pages.
Yeah. And they're just the size of your, or the width of your fist.
yeah,
We got
Only
in.
big
Oh,
old-
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the only big old omnibus I've ever wanted to own is Akira, and every volume of it is $30. So I've just never had the actual confidence to buy it.
Yeah. Again, check out Half Price Books, because we used to get those omnibus volumes, and we only sold them for about $15 a piece.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have work tomorrow. I might just fucking go right away in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah. I've always liked buying comics at Half Price Books, partly because it is good value, but also because a lot of them have these very large comic collections, so I could just browse through them and and pick up stuff
Yeah.
I've never even thought about buying. I picked up some great comics that way.
Be dope if I found that Gwenpool volume that fucking doesn't exist.
I think I've gotten all my Astro City comics through them. So, well, that's a good one, Chris. Astro City.
Oh, I remember you having talked about that before. I downloaded Hoopla, which is the app that the Chicago Library uses for digital rentals, and they have a pretty damn good digital comics collection. Like I'm probably going to very soon, Jordan, borrow the Hellboy RIPD or something like that.
No, BPRD.
BPRD.
RIPD is that movie with Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds from like
Jeff
6 years
Bridges
ago.
is in that fucking movie.
Yep.
No, yeah, the BPRD, which is an excellent comic series.
Yeah. Is that also Mike Mignola? Is that how you say it?
I think he might have done some stuff, but I think it was largely without him. But it's just very procedural, very like kind of pulpy, like spin-off of Hellboy. But I always liked it because it was a little bit more approachable and like kept kind of a story going.
There's also a just book called I think it's just called Hellboy by Mark Mignola. He has a G in his name. It's very Italian.
Yeah, it's like Mike Mignola or something.
Yeah. Right.
Ow.
But yeah.
Forget. Oh yeah, this is the armor you're trying to make, isn't it?
I think so. Which is funny because I have all of the like monster parts that I need. It's just the fucking ore and the eroded skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read comics off the club before. If someone like it, whatever the Indianapolis Public Library uses, it's always a nice reference to have. We can also, if you've been enjoying kind of the goofier like Marvel stuff, you also might like Mark Waid's Daredevil.
Okay, yeah, I was considering reading some Daredevil because I'm like, I feel like I would maybe enjoy this more reading it because it's not like close camera shots on a guy stabbing another guy in the stomach.
Yeah. Those ones are known for being a little bit less grim than like every other Daredevil comic, which is one of the grimmer comics ever created. Like that character.
Okay, in comics, there's both a Frank Miller and a Mark Miller, and one of them wrote a Daredevil run that is lauded, right? Frank.
Yes.
Frank is also the guy who is extremely fascist.
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe not. He's also the Punisher people like. I'm starting to notice a problem.
Nope. That's Mark.
That's Mark? God damn it!
Yeah. Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, and Daredevil and 300 and the extremely racist Holy Tits. Mark Millar is... I can't remember what else he's done, but he's known for Punisher Max, which is honestly pretty good. Like I hate to acknowledge it, but
What is it?
Because his name is
Punisher
close
Max.
to that of a fascist.
Yeah. But Punisher Max is actually like a weirdly good comic that is pretty aware of like that Punisher actually sucks.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect comic. It very much revels in its extreme violence, but it is also like, yeah, the Punisher kills someone, and even he knows that a new guy's going to take his spot the next day.
Yeah. How do I... Oh, shit. Get back up. What am I doing wrong? Well, cool.
You were paralyzed.
Yeah.
Which so you weren't doing anything wrong. He spits a thing at you that can paralyze you. It's just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just like, am I doing something wrong? Why am I not moving?
No, his spit attack will just lock you on the ground for like 10 seconds.
I don't
Yeah,
think
and then
there's
he
a way
fucking ran over me.
There's not a way to cure paralysis, is there?
I don't think, like... Does even, like, getting kicked do it?
I think, yeah, getting kicked will get you out.
I don't know if getting kicked does it anymore. I don't think there's an item for it, though.
I'm sure this is a dumb question, Jordan, but have you read Saga?
Yeah, I have read Saga.
Okay.
I've read some of it. I've read up to like issue probably 30. I would.
Yeah,
Guess.
there's a ton of it, I remember.
Yeah, I fell off of it. My opinion on Saga is that it's very good, but I don't love it as much as everyone else.
Yeah, that was like the one comic that everyone who worked there was like, oh, and you need to read this. I was like, guys, I don't read comic books. I read Japanese comic books.
Check your privilege.
Check your privilege.
Yeah, it's a very good comic,
But I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Sleep.
Oh shit! Sleep.
I can definitely say that like it's definitely worth picking up the first couple books and reading through it. It is a very good, sometimes difficult to read, and probably a bit excessive, but I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I would probably say that like I probably don't love it as much as a lot of people.
Okay,
but I could definitely like say that it is good. Yes.
Nice. All I remember is that there's a dude with a television monitor for a head, or a computer.
Robot, yes.
You're thinking of Kanzi from Fooly Cooley?
No, Prince Robot.
Oh, you're right.
Wait.
Yeah, he was the heir to the robot empire.
Oh, okay. I just remember he's like a skinny humanoid person, but he has a computer monitor for a head.
And he can turn his arm into a laser cannon.
Oh.
Yeah, like Saga's is one where like I enjoyed a lot, but I also like am very hesitant to treat it like a lot of people where it's just like you'd absolutely read this if you're interested in comics, and it's just like this is an excessively gory and violent like book.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it turning off people who aren't like prepared for it.
I'm trying to remember because
2 p.m. each day.
Someone I worked with at Half Price Books was obsessed with the guy who wrote Saga, and I
Brian
can't
K.
remember.
Vaughan, I think.
Yes, Brian K. Vaughan.
Vaughan. I
think
think
worship the ground he stood on. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit colder on him than like the average comic book fan, which is to say I don't think he's like the greatest comic book writer. He's an extremely well-respected one, but he's written some great stuff. I'm a big fan of Ex Machina, especially.
Yeah, I remember that one being a popular one too. It's the weird relationship you get at Half Price Books with merchandise is you're like, oh, I know of a lot of these things, but I've never read them.
Yeah.